Hello, guys. Good morning. Good morning for US, and for us, it's good evening, good night. All right. And this is Sunday. And how many of you think that tomorrow is Monday again? We have a headache to go to work. Okay. Am I looking different? So yeah, I just trimmed everything, people. And now I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about leadership and how you, as a recruiter, can become a leader, and at the same time how you can be able to control candidate. Is it exciting enough? Is it exciting? So let's wait for a couple of minutes and we'll come back. And yes, we have viewers already. Let me know in the comment box, where are you from, which state you are from, and what you do. I would love to know where you are from and what you do, guys. Let's put that in the comment box. If you are watching live, it's okay. If you, oh, Kiran is from Telangana. Kiran, thank you very much for your nice comment to the 5,500 people, subscribers we have. So thank you very much for the comment. And hey Gulshan, hello. You are from Maharashtra. Very nice. Glad to have. All right. See, we are a recruiter everywhere, right? In India, we are so much. So just imagine if we as a recruiter become the leaders. Just imagine how we are going to rule this industry, and that is going to happen for sure. So till that time, we were learning things from here and there. Now I believe when we collaborate, we could able to help each other and we can learn from each other's experience. Don't you think this is a great idea, people? Anita, Coimbatore. Wow, we have from 3 states. Very nice so far. And why we need to understand the leadership? Because that is where the money is. Everything that's been automated. Siddharth from Vizag. Hey, Siddharth, how are you? So here, okay, I'll stop greeting and I'll go to the topic. Okay, I'll greet a little bit here and there. So now everything has been automated, right? From your understanding, from sourcing, sending email, automating the calls and everything. Where is the money? Money is in leadership, management, closing candidates, and minimizing the backouts. How do you think it's going to be minimized when you do not interact? Correct? Very good. Trichy, Tamil Nadu. All right, let me put a comment there. To share your, where are you from? Where are you from? So let me pin this. So anyone who is going to join, that person may see this, okay? So that we can able to know who are the people. All right, just give me a moment, guys. Just give me a moment. Let me pin this and don't be surprised if the voice is lagging and the internet, I'm having some internet issues. So let's go ahead and understand in deep now. First, to become a leader, what do you think we should have? I want you to put that in the comment box. Each person, one answer. What's the best one that you think, according to you? If you want to be a leader, what is that you want? What is that the first thing you should have? Kiran, Gulshan, Anita, Siddharth, Satish, whoever in online who's watching live, what do you think the first thing we need to have if we want to be a leader? Any answers? Come on, let's make it more interactive, guys. I know if you are doing something else, it's okay. But if anyone who is serious, who is watching me, I love to be interacting with you, right? It's not that I tell you, listen, I want to hear from you guys. Tolerance. Satish said tolerance. Satish Kumar, tolerance. Okay, this is one of the qualities the leader should have. Manish Yadav. Manisha Yadav. I'm sorry, pronouncing your name wrong. Ambitions. Absolutely. Here, as a leader, we need to have ambitions for ourselves at the same time for the team. Kiran Kumar, patience to learn new things. Absolutely. Patience to learn new things at the same time, patience to look at the things that happens in front of us. All right, that is what makes a leader. All right, what else? What else? Need to believe in ourselves. Absolutely, Siddharth. If there is no belief in ourselves, it is very difficult for us to lead the life forward with bigger ambitions and seeing the team in front of us. Because you said it right, because let's say there is a you are a platoon commander and you and your team has posted in a border. If you as a person who do not believe yourself, then what is that going to happen with the platoon? You said it right. Shravanti, I'm gonna coming to the recruiting. All right, I'll come to the recruiting part. Don't worry. And yeah, I will remember. I remember your question. No need to worry. Now we're talking about leadership and how we are going to manage people and how we're going to talk candidates. So before I give everything, so I'm just trying to make a common understanding so that I can start it. Okay, no need to worry. I'm going to do that. All right. Thank you very much. To understand the skills of your team, weaknesses and strengths. Absolutely. If you do not understand whom you are working with, are you working with the lions? Are you working with tigers? Are you working with sheep? Or you are working with donkeys? We as a leader need to understand. Whatever you said is absolutely correct. And apart from that, there is a one major thing. What do you think that has? Sorry, that is communication skills. Guys, communication skills are been so underrated that you are not understanding the value, the kind of money it has, and the kind of future that it will take to you. So I suggest, I urge, I compel you people to focus on your communication. All right. Communication is business communication and how you influence others. That's what I mean by communication. I'm not talking about English in general as a communication. I'm talking about how you can influence the people whom you talk, how you can explain things in a better manner that the other person is understanding. That is what I mean by communication, and you got to invest yourself on that. And now, before I go deep, at first, let me congratulate all the subscribers, all the viewers, spending time watching the videos, liking, commenting, and many, many thanks and congratulations. And I appreciate the time to all the subscribers taking time in subscribing and making it 5,500 plus. All right. Gulshan, how to improve fluency? I'll come to that. All right. I'll come to that. So let me thank you, people. Let me show my heartfelt gratitude to you. All right. Without you guys, it's really not possible. And thank you very much, because the time to time feedback that I get from my recruiting community, and that community is helping me to make new content and understand deep into the recruiting challenges. And I believe I could able to spend more time and we can interact more so that we can solve life problems. That's what I'm thinking. How can I spend more time with you guys? Let's say you were stuck somewhere. Let's say your candidate is not replying and you're not understanding a requirement. How we can connect? And I could able to give my views. We can able to help each other. That kind of community. If we work as a team, then you know what is going to happen. We are going to rock. We are going to rock this industry. All right. Till the time last 10, 15 years, it's all individual way of things. Okay. I did not find someone who can give these kind of tips, real life tips. All right. Now that was my poor problem, the hurdle as well. So that should not happen with this generation. If you interact and solve problems quickly, you will get more results. All right. So we'll come to that some point of time, maybe in future, when we interact more and we understand each other. And to go more, first thing is communication that you need to have, how you share your thoughts with your people. For that, you definitely need to have a fluency. And super session, sir, that I got team leader position 10 days back in my recruiting company. Congratulations, Kiran. Let's have a small celebration for Kiran. Let's give a round of applause to Kiran Kumar for getting the leader position 10 days back. And Kiran, you are going to love this session here. All right, I promise you. And you are going to learn everything new. So, this is to set a ground for you people so that this is not only for the leaders, for the recruiters as well. So, let's go into. So now we're talking about who is that? Asked a question about fluency. I believe. Where is that fluency thing? Gulshan. Gulshan asked. Hey Manisha, thank you very much. Congratulating Kiran. That is what we are talking about. Okay, that is what being happy with other success. This is the first. This is the first and foremost thing that you need as a leader. You need to be happy with other success. Anita, thank you very much. This is what shows that we are together and we are happy with other success. And now, what happens what might happen most of the time in the team, in the recruiting company, guys? If there is a very good company, we all interact and we share our happiness and we congratulate. But there are companies, there are most of the recruiters, if someone is having a placement, they just sit down. If the management came and they gave appreciation, what they do, they just go for the time's sake and they say, oh, congratulations, man. But in the heart, they'll have, I'm working pretty harder than this guy, but that person got it. Right? But here the real leader is, अरे हमें नहीं मिला तो क्या हुआ? You got it, right? All right, awesome, man. Congratulations. That's how we cheer each other. There you go, Vinod, Gulshan, everybody else. That is how we celebrate our success. And now, after communication skills, you must have to have communication skills, guys. You must have to have, because if you do not have, how you are going to express, right? And most of the time, not most of the time, but fewer times, what happened? People say that I'm putting fake accent. Okay, the way I talk is a fake accent. All right. Well, I respect others' opinion, but I do not agree with them. I can say that people from my state or maybe from my country may not talk like this. Okay, this is more of a Western way of talking because I spent 15 plus years talking to US people. That's the reason it just happened like that. So now, in the beginning, okay, in the beginning, when I started my career, I was from a vernacular side of education. I'm from an Odia medium. I'm from Odisha primarily. We settled there. Till my graduation, till I was 20 years of age, I did not even speak in English. That is what my life was. And how on earth that you are going to speak in English if you study in a government school, Odia medium, or in your mother tongue, and when you graduate, you see all your friends, all your lectures, they interact more on your regional language, and you have no reason to talk in English. Am I right? Have you faced that kind of things? If you have not, you are luckier than me. Definitely. At least in that side, I would say. Because I did not know how to use tenses, guys. I really didn't know how to tense. What are the present, past, future? At least we know. But how it is like present, perfect, future, the past, perfect, progressive. I was like, come on, what is this? Past, perfect, progressive, how it works, this, that. And after I completed my graduation, I landed in Hyderabad for jobs. And I had a very thick mother tongue influence because we never spoken there. And I thought this is how it has to be. Okay. I thought if I talk in English with a little bit of a proper way, then I'll get a job. But that was not the truth. I had a very thick accent. For example, for fish, Fish, it's peace, I used to call. Confusion. session, issue, past, floor, zigzag, right? Because I do not know. This is how I used to talk to my people, and they are happy with that. And for this, I had to face more and more interviews, and I had to fail. And it is when I joined an English spoken English course, and I worked real damn hard. And someone asked me about the fluency. Then this is what is about fluency is focus on each and every word. Focus on the intonation. How many syllables are there in each word? Then break it up. You need to go deep in understanding that how this word sounds. So the best way is bring a book or paper, sorry, newspaper. If it's a big paragraph, right? Take your mobile phone and record it with a loud voice. After you record it, listen it. If you like it, that is the best communication. If you don't like it, you gotta work on your communication. Is this a great tip? Put that in the comment box. You like it because that is how I learned. I do not know the other way. If you wanted to do that, this is the best way. Stand in front of your mirror. Stand in front of a mirror. If this side is okay, as long as you see your half of the body, then you gotta talk. You got to express. You got to use your gestures. Okay. If you are saying big, you have to use your facial muscles. Big. If you're saying small, small. If you're saying louder, small, right? So these kind of things with expression, if you add it, you are going to rock because people gonna watch you. When you become a leader, your followers are going to watch you. Okay. Now you understood few things as we have communicated so far. We did not go to the subject yet. Did you find till now the 17 minutes useful, people? Did you find any tips? Something that yes, I think this is definitely is going to help me. Put that in the comment box, guys. Let's get it interactive. So, at the time of joining as USIT recruiter, how are your communication skills, sir? Shravanti, I told you, right? Before I joined USIT recruiting, still there were words that I could not pronounce well. All right. But I tried. I did never felt shy because I told those people that I'm new to this industry and this is how I talk. If you do not understand my language or my way of speaking, please let me know. I stop and I'll go slow. I'll repeat it again. Please help me improve my communication. I literally told the candidates whom I spoke. All right? Because I understand where I'm lacking. If someone is pointing fingers, I should not be feeling fear or I should not feel ashamed because I know where I'm going wrong. Rather feeling bad, I took that as a suggestion and I worked on it. Because I know I was new to the industry. I know I'm new to the place. I know I'm talking to the new people in a language that I have never spoken in the last 15, 20 years. So I said that. All right. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you very much for saying so. Yes, Ravanti, there was a great effort. Literally, this was a great effort. First thing is, English is not our mother tongue. This is not our first language. You need to have that in your mind. If you are not able to talk in English, you should not be feeling ashamed because this is not our mother tongue. We did not born in US, Canada, or some damn Western country. All right. If you are able to communicate in your mother tongue, you are having a great communication skills. Okay. So now the thing is, the just you are not able to translate your mother tongue to the different language. That's it. That's it. You are not a bad communicator. You are not a loser. You are not nothing. The thing is, you are not able to put one expression in a different language. Simple as that. Okay. And now, going back to the leadership stuff. Okay. First thing, you got to understand about how people behave. And I'm going to share four things today, four tips today. If you are going to, yes, I'm going to share four things. If you are going to stay till the end, you are going to definitely get. If you have pen and paper, grab it. Okay, now we are going to the serious discussion. I will try to every day serve for fluency. Absolutely, you got to try that. You got to try that. So first thing is, when you want to become a leader, if you are talking to a candidate, first thing you need to understand that you are not talking to a pre-programmed machine, but you are talking to a human being who is filled with emotions, who is filled with thoughts, and who is filled with the learnings and experience from the society and from the people. This is what you need to understand. Meaning, the kind of world that you have grown, the other person whom you're talking may not have come from that particular place, because we everyone is different. So you need to understand that first as a leader, that if a person is saying something, if a person has done something, you as a leader need to look from that lens before you comment. Okay, so what is that? First, if anywhere anything is happening, anything you found wrong, let's say there is a recruiter. Okay, it's example, guys. Keep focus, get your focus here. Are you focusing? Put that in the comment box that I'm focusing, so that I'm gonna start. Put that in the comment box. I am focusing, or IMF, so that I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna share a story now. Put that in the comment box. IMF, I am focused. Start rolling messages, guys. Start rolling. Yes, I'm focusing. Shravanti is focusing. Now the thing is, I'm gonna give you the example so how you can relate that to your real life. Okay. So what happened once? One of we have a ATS. ATS is a bullhorn. Suresh IMF or a Suresh. Bullhorn, right? You guys know what is bullhorn? Bullhorn is a ATS. It is like Job Diva. We have a Leo Force. Okay, that's like a different kind of ATS. That's a very robust ATS. Now what happened? Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you. You are focusing. I know that. Now, if you have pen and paper, get it ready, because we don't. I do not know what is what I'm going to talk, and that may be one that thing you can directly get it and implement it. All right. So now, in Bullhorn, what happened once? A recruiter used to mass email. Okay, if you have ATS, you can definitely search in the ATS, and you can select candidates, and you can mass email the job descriptions. Right now, what happened? This person, instead of selecting the candidates, okay, so what happened? Okay, a job requirement came in, and he flashed the job requirement in the ATS to some 40-50 emails. Okay, now what happened? After 15 minutes of time, that person realized that he sent to a wrong bunch of people. So you know what happened? That recruiter selected the contacts, the hiring manager's email IDs instead of the candidate's ID, and he sent the requirements. Just imagine what is that going to happen to the goodwill of the company if you send a requirement to the hiring managers. Boom, right? Now, what happened? Hiring manager replied that, dear recruiter, you should be sending this requirement to a candidate, but you should not be sending the requirement to me, because I'm the hiring manager for this job. And he copied few of the people in that particular email reply. Then what happened? This guy was shivering, because recruiter know if we mess something up, people are going to blame us. They are going to make things like horrible, right, in our industry. So now what happened is, recruiter came and told me, Suman, this is what happened. Now the hiring manager replied to me, then what? I said, how did you do that? He said, by mistake, instead of selecting the candidates, I selected contacts and it went to whole contacts. Now what happened is, slowly the top level, the management people are coming to know that this is what happened. So I took the responsibility. I said, all right, so from next time onwards, you need to be very much watchful how whom you are selecting. So ensure that you are not going to mass select, but you are going to manually select it. And before you send, you read the name, email ID, so that you will understand that this is not a company ID, but this is some kind of Gmail IDs, personal IDs. All right. Then I communicated to the management that, dear management, here some mistake happened. That recruiter sent requirement by mistakenly to all the contacts. If anyone replies to you, please ignore. So now the problem solved. Now the thing is, you as a leader, how you see the problem, that is going to make you and your team win. All right. So meaning, if you see any flaw, if you see any problem, or if you see any mistake in your team, in your people, do not criticize, do not condemn, or do not judge, because you do not know. Because you do not know, if you are in their place, you might have done the same thing. If someone is shouting at you, if someone is messed up somewhere, right? So we as a leader, we should not judge directly. How did you do that? Why did you do that? You have so many years of experience. How you could not able to focus? Come on, man. It has happened. Now you as a leader, how you are going to deal with it, that is going to show you real leadership. All right. The first thing is you go to acknowledge it. Is that the first initial, I mean, this is the first problem, first mistake, or it has happened multiple times? If it is happening multiple times, then there is a different way of handling that. If it is a first time you are seeing something is happening, or someone has done something, or someone is working in a different way, do not criticize, because we do not like criticize, and we behave through our emotions. Okay, if I'm happy, the facial expression changes. And why I'm feeling happy? Because my thought process made me to feel in a certain way. That's the reason I'm getting the feeling of happy emotions, and that emotions is helping me and making my body behave in a certain way. Are you getting my point? Sir, you said that your communication skills are weak at the time of joining, so how could you crack the interview? That's a good question. I'll come to that. So now, there you go. I forgot. I was talking about do not criticize, do not condemn. That is the first thing as a leader. Second, if you as a leader focus on helping others, and we as a human being, okay, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question before I go deep. The question is, what we want to have in our life? Put that in the comment box. Put that in the comment box. We as a human being, what is that we want to have in our life? For example, what is that you want to have in your life? Put that. Forget about somebody else. It's about you now. What is that you want to have in your life? Maybe one or two. What is that you want to have? Could be position, could be money, could be car, some anything. Innovation. Mudassir Ali said innovation. All right, you need to innovate something. Very nice. That's good, man. Keep sharing your innovation. Happiness, absolutely. Happiness. Good job, good position, good family, right? These kind of things you need to have in your life. Position, Yashika said position. Absolutely, absolutely. Apart from all, apart from all, we want to be recognized, right? Why we want a position? from inner self for something that we do everything, but we want a recognition. Do you agree with me, guys? Anything we do that is connected to recognition, because we wanted to show something or we wanted to get something, and we will feel very good when we feel recognized. Am I right? Will you agree with me on that point? Absolutely. And now you are the team leader, you are the recruiter. So let me come from a recruiter's point of view first, okay? What happens when we talk to the candidate? First, we connect, we screen, and we see in the resume that there are few skills that needs to be updated, correct? Now, what do we say? John, could you please update your resume with so and so and send that across to me? Then that person says, yes, I'm going to do that. All right, that is the one way. So when is the last time we as a recruiter complimented, like, John, you had a pretty awesome resume. The way you have listed your responsibilities, it is awesome. And here, guys, I'm telling you not to give any false compliments. No, 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 no. That's not what I mean. I mean, recognize the best thing in that particular situation and give a proper compliment. Okay? Good position, self-satisfaction. Kiran says, Gulshan says, money. Absolutely. And for the recognition, right? So now, from now onwards, you as a leader, what you got to do is you need to give a sincere compliment or appreciation to everything to the people that you interact. For example, a live example, right? What is that I would say? Science said happiness. Venkatesh, yes, obviously, and we are you guys are replying, right? So now, if I take this an example, then I would say you guys are doing pretty awesome job commenting here, and your comments are definitely going to help the people who may watch it replay if there are comments, right? And your comments will definitely help the people who are watching live. They can put their comments there. This is a genuine appreciation. And whoever put the comment, that will make you definitely feel good. Isn't it, guys? And if you keep typing and I do not say a single word, is it really going to feel you good? Tell me, yes or no? Do you like if I do not appreciate your task? No, right? It won't. Because everyone needs to be identified. Everyone needs appreciation, and everyone wants that one attention. And if you as a leader and you as a recruiter give attention to each good thing that you find in the communication, in the resume, or in any of the situations with your recruiter, they will be your follower for sure, because you are recognizing. For example, we are coming back to the leadership now. You have a team, they are working, and you have seen one recruiter is working and speaking to the candidate for longer period of time and gathering full information. What you do? Generally, we do not say anything else, or maybe we look at it, we say, good job. But you as a leader, you should go there. If that person's name is Ram, you can say, Ram, you as a recruiter doing pretty good job, because you are trying to understand the candidate well, and that will definitely help you to minimize your backouts because you are building the rapport. Good job, man, good job. And you as a leader should not stop there. What is the next thing you are going to do? You are going to write an email. Good job, Ram, that you are spending more time interacting with the candidate, and you as a leader copy that email to your management and send that to the whole company. Just imagine your small act, how it is going to boost the morale of the recruiter. Are you able to connect with me what I'm saying, people? Did you just understand what I said? This is one of the critical leadership lessons that I learned in hard way. And and I have spent a lot of money on my self improvement. And these are the tricks and these are the techniques that we have to use while influencing people and working with the teams. Did you find this helpful? Put that in the comment box, guys, so that I can go with the next one. Did you find this helpful? All right, all right. And now, sir, I'm not able to find candidates on AI talent. I do not know that, and I'm going to come back to that. All right. What is that AI talent? Venkatesh says yes. All right, Venkatesh, for your comment. Thank you very much. And what is the next thing is, if you want to be a leader, Yashika says yes, absolutely. If you want to be a leader, if you want a position, if you want a promotion, then what is that? You should be focusing on other people. If you help the person get what they want, by default, you get what you want. That is how it works. And if you want something from your team, how we have seen it generally, Venkatesh Bogila, sir, I asked one doubt, please clear it. Venkatesh, if it is related to leadership, if it is related to the people management, put that in the comment box. If it is related to recruiting, something else, put that in the general comments in my videos and I'll connect to that. All right. And if we have time, and definitely I'll address to that, guys. Don't worry. And I'm sorry if I did not clear that. All right. Let me remind me in the last 5-10 minutes before I close. All right. Be with your questions. Now, what did I say? I said, if you want someone to do something for you, if they do not find benefit in doing that, do you think they are going to do that? Hey, you see the noise? That's my little one. He didn't sleep yet. All right. Did you understand my question? Absolutely. So here, now generally what happens in the recruiting teams, in the leadership, there are very bad leadership, guys, and very few companies have very good leadership. Okay. Mudassir says no. Absolutely. You're right. You're right, Ali. People won't help us. Yes, sir. And we are going to be recognized in the future by your efforts and tips for us. Absolutely. Shyamalata, you got to implement it. And the very big problem is, we as a recruiter think ourselves that I know everything. I know damn everything and nobody knows anything sort of. We have a headway. You agree with me and you can't agree with me, but you may have your different opinions. If I'm making you feel bad, guys, I'm sorry, but this is what the truth. If a recruiter understands requirement, finds the keywords and knows how to go make strings and get candidate and submit and get 1-2 placement here and there, believe me, you cannot tell the recruiter that, man, you may need to learn something else. And that person says, I know everything. Now I need a leadership position. Because there are so many things. If, as Shamlata said, if we want to be recognized, we will need to implement these things. And these are the real life skills that I'm sharing with you guys. This is what my experience I'm sharing with you. And you as a recruiter needs to be pretty humble. Ali, this is the, what you have mentioned here, that I know I don't know everything because I could not find candidates. Here, people needs to have guts, man. People needs to have guts to accept that the flaws what we have. Because earlier time, I had a flaw that I do not communicate well. And still now I say I am not a good communicator because I do not speak like the native people. It's absolutely fine. And Ali said that he's not good at something. And you have to have guts to say like that. And I say congratulations, because once you have identified what is stopping you, the next thing is you are going to work on that and you are going to see the benefits. And most of the people who do not have time to find out their flaws, their weaknesses, they are going to never grow. Mark my words. RK says, yes, it's true. I generally do that. All right, that's a good thing. And now, where we were? We were at the team interaction, right? For example, SSN number. How many of you want to know the secret of asking SSN number? Sir, you said that your communication skills are weak at the time of joining, so how could you crack the interview? Venkatesh, oh, this was your question? Okay, I'm sorry. I cracked the 20th or 30th interview, man. I did not crack the first one. Slowly, because I get feedback, right? You are not good at communication. And one day I went to a domestic recruiting company, all right, because I do not know whether it's a US staffing, a domestic or something. I applied jobs. I was getting calls for call centers, recruiting. That lady asked me, what is EJB? Because I know a little bit about recruiting because I trained by my senior. I could say he's my mentor or guru, Chandrasekhar. He's still working as a manager. I learned from him. He taught me, and I went to him and I learned from him. And I literally by hearted things. And when I went and explained the question the interviewer asked, what is EJB? I was like, uh, actually, EJB is in Java technologies that we use during coding and for in software. That's Java related things. No. What is EJB stands for? And I believe that is where I screwed up the interview. And I did not know that we need to learn those abbreviations and that enterprise Java beans that I did not know. So again, I went in and I started reading things. All right, what is JSP, Java server pages? What are JSF, that faces, right? And we have EJB, enterprise Java beans. I read it, guys. I have done it, and I'll show you. I'll show you how I used to learn. Okay. I'm gonna show you here. If you are seeing me, this is how I used to learn technology, and this is from 2004, 2005, guys. I kept it. You see here. Here you see system administration. Do you see that? And here I have mentioned Unix, Solaris, HP UX. What else? What else? IBM AIX, Windows NT. All right. And if you see here, you see in the backside, Sun Technologies. What are the Sun Technologies? Okay. Web Technologies. You see here, Java, J2E, J2ME, API. All right. JavaScript, JPA. This is how I used to write my technologies, and here are all. Here are the abbreviations, okay? Everything. What is that? SCM. What will be there in supply chain management, logistics, maintenance, order manufacturing, procurement, life cycle management, everything. This is how I learned technologies because I was from a non-techie background. I'm a commerce graduate, and I did not know anything about technologies, and this is how I learned. Right? Fortunately, I have the papers here and I have shown you. So this is how I cracked interview as well. Something I did not know, I go back, read, learn, and I face another interview. Lead, run, face another interview. Gulshan, for the tax terms, I have other videos that you definitely can watch that. If you did not understand anything, put the comment there and I'll definitely try to reach out. All right. SSN number have all your information and it is issued by US government. Absolutely. Antara, I'm not going to talk about what is SSN. Sir, I have an interview for you, sir. So should I learn about technologies? Will they ask question on it? Absolutely. They will ask questions. Maybe they may ask what are the kind of databases, how database administration works, or maybe different. What is the difference between Java and business object? Or they may ask you, okay, what is Tableau, and so many things. They do not ask you to code, but they definitely will ask you what is what. So you as a recruiter need to have understanding of what is what. All right. SSN, right? Most of us have difficulties asking SSN number. Can I have your last 4 digits of your SSN number? And the candidate says, I am not interested. How many for you it happened that you asked for SSN number and you lost the submission? How many of you can recollect the time when you go for a session, you feel that whether this person is gonna give me or not, give me or not. There you go, Antara felt it. It happened many times. Absolutely, it happens with every recruiter. Okay, you are not something unique. It happens with every recruiter. Now I'm gonna tell you a secret how you are going to ask that details, personal details. All right. Yashika says yes. Me. So here, now this is the leadership skills. Once again, get your focus here, get your focus here. Put that IMF, I'm focused, I'm focused. Guys, this is very critical. This is very critical one, okay? This is leadership skills as well. And this one thing can help you handle your team, handle your candidate as well, okay? IMF, are you focused? Adnan ready, Ali ready, IMF. All right. It is not International Monetary Fund. It's I am focused. I am focused. Venkatesh, I am focused. Yashik, I am focused. All right. I'm also focused. Now, let's go back to the human psychology. Okay. Adnan, you are also ready? Very good. Anu, you are ready? Awesome. A tip about human psychology is, why should I share something if that do not benefit me? But we as a recruiter, what we do? We copy paste everything in the email and we ask them to reply back. Your first name, last name, email ID, contact number, visa status, availability, your SSN number, date of birth, month and date. Am I right? Isn't it generally happens? Hey Vinod, good morning. Good to see you here, man. Right? We send everything and we ask for reply. And at the same time, this is the mistake what recruiters do. They ask SSN number the way they ask the name, phone number, visa status, and location details, guys. So that is the biggest mistake what we do. Now, bring back your focus. Bring back your focus. Bring back your focus. So here you need to give some weightage to the thing what you're asking, right? Phone number, contact number, email ID, address, location, visa status, they will give it. That is normal. Even you don't have to ask, but you can find everything in the job board or in the resume. Now we are talking about SSN number. That's confidential. Now you as a recruiter, before you ask SSN number, you definitely have to have the credibility before you ask it. Meaning, if you know this particular client needs SSN number, before you ask it, you need to have your authority during the call. You need to have that connection. Okay. So now you asked phone number, email ID, SSN number, visa, everything, right? What you're gonna say? Thank you very much for giving all the information, and these are all good so far. And you know what, John? There is a process where client is going to build a unique ID, and I need a little bit more information. Shall I? They'll say yes. And John, to build a unique ID, client use your first name, last name, and last 4 digits of your SSN number. And with that, they can able to track your records. So Could you please provide your SSN number so that it will help me create your unique ID? Recruiter stops at asking, may I have your SSN number? Then candidate is going to ask, why do you need SSN number? Then recruiter reply, this is for the client's need, this is for a client's requirement, or client will create a unique ID for you, or this is for the submission purpose. So many answers we give. Now you as a leader need to understand that before a question comes in, you need to get the answer ready. Here, John, may I have your last SSN number, last four digits of your SSN number, because we are going to create a unique ID for your resume in order for it to go to the client. I'm ready. Can I have your last four SSN number? That's it. You do not have to make it more filmy, okay? As if it is something you are asking for their ATM password. Are you getting my point? Each time you ask some information, put the word because and explain how it is going to help them, not you. As long as you focus on your submission, you are going to lose your submissions because the vibration will tell that this recruiter is focused about him only or her only. That person is not serious about what I'm thinking. So now what you're going to do is, John, provide your last four digits SSN number because we are going to create a unique ID for your resume. I'm ready. And they are going to give that information, that word for me. And again, that's how you say it. So it is not about what we say, it is about how we say it. Was this helpful, guys? Was this helpful? Was this helpful? Anything you are going to ask the candidate, you need to explain how it is going to help them. Absolutely. So, and Adnan says yes. Yoga says yes. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. So now don't stop that. May I have your SSN number? And the candidate says, why the hell you need my SSN number? And we're like, oh man, अब उसका पैर पड़ना है या फिर उसका गले लगना है? We do not know because we screwed it up. If you are an authority recruiter, what would you say? John, I need your phone. I need your last four-digit SSN number in order to create a unique ID for your submission. Share that with me. Don't thank, don't request. This is what you need, guys. Okay, for them. It is just like they need to help you in order to help them. Yes, but some of the candidates are very rude. Manjit, do not generalize things. If they are rude, hang up the phone. If they are rude with you, they will not be good with your hiring managers. They are going to screw up your reputation. Tell them, Manjit, tell them, John, you are being pretty rude to me, man. I do not expect this thing from a senior person. Tell this in front of them. You are not there doing some kind of chaprasi jobs. You are not there, like gardener. Okay? So now, no, okay, you're talking about that? No. Okay, you're talking they do not share that. That's the reason rude? No. Here, that is their confidential information, right? The way people ask your Aadhaar card number, this is like that, their social security number. And it is obvious for them not to give you. They are not supposed to give this, okay? Because so many problems happen, so many scams happen. That's the reason it is obvious that they do not give. Now, we as a recruiter, how we make them understand that we are not scammers, but we want your help in order to help you to get this job. If you establish that, that's it. All right. And the same way, now we are going to the team lead, right? How many of you now interested to understand the same perspective from a leadership point of view? Sir, can you share whole script which is useful in recruiting as you are using professional and convincing words? Yashika, if you have read Nail the Deal, you will find there. I have mentioned most of my way of handling candidates in that book. All right. You can buy that in Amazon or ebook, whatever you want. So now, from the leadership side, what you got to focus is if you want your team to do something, if you are bringing new change, if you want your team to work more, you have to understand why they should do that. Is this in their best interest, guys? That is what is lacking. As a leader, you need to understand that if they work more time, will that help them in any other way? Is that really going to help them? Then only they are going to work, they are going to do that. So, you as a leader, you got to talk about whatever they're doing is ultimately is helping them. Okay, it is not helping you, though it is helping you, but you need to tell them that this is why you should do it. Are you getting my point? Meaning, if you are asking someone to call 20 or 30 candidates, Venkatesh, I'm gonna come to there. Okay, here the what is that you're gonna do, guys? Whoever wants more placements, or you are talking to people individually, okay, if you want to have them work for more time because there is a new client come in, you definitely may say, guys, there are more incentives for you and it is definitely going to help you get to your goals. If you as a leader know their goal, then this is the opportunity, let's work. And your this particular work is definitely going to help you in this way. So do not order. Ordering, punishing, being harsh to the people never work. Okay? For example, you got to give them what they want so that they will do what you want. A simple example. Have you ever seen people pulling a dog or maybe a cattle to they're dragging, but the cattle is resisting. It's like someone is pulling from the front and someone is pushing from the back, right? It is like they wanted that cattle to move ahead, but it constantly resisting. But if you get a bundle of grass and you put that in front of the cattle, by default this cattle is going to walk and you can walk it where you wanted it. The same way, if you want to move your team, if you want your people to do what you want, give them what they want and they will do what you want, and it ultimately it is going to help everyone. All right. So now I'm stopping this about the leadership stuff. That three things what we understand is four things we have understood is communication skills is primary. The second thing is do not criticize, do not condemn, do not judge people, look at them, understand, and do not ever uh, what do not ever give your judgments like this without understanding it. Okay. Third thing is compliments, give them true compliments. Fourth thing is what, recognize people for the small act. And the last thing that I shared now is if you want them to do something, they have to, if you want them to do something, you got to give them what they want, meaning their work should ultimately help them. That is how you need to explain in such a way that they should do it. Now this is a question answer session for the next 5 minutes. Let me scroll it down. Okay, yes, now we're going, yes, but because it's answered. Yashika answered difference between screening and shortlisting. Well, screening is what you look at it. So initially, it's phones resume screening, meaning you are going to understand is it the way the experience has written, the education qualification, and those information there. Screening candidate is whether the person is fit for you or not. Shortlisting is When you send a bunch of resumes to your client, which one they like, that is what called shortlisting. Got it? Did I answer this your question, Venkatesh? Now Antaras asks, if a candidate is rejected by the client, then how to inform the candidate if the candidate is following up? That's a very good question. Antara, do not keep anything to you and do not give any false hope to the candidate. And this suggestion is not for only Antara but for everyone. Do not keep any false hope, give any false hope to your candidate, but as you communicating with the candidate and candidate come back, and you need to say that, you know what, John, we got a latest update and there is a good news and there's a bad news, and sometimes we need to give some information which may not true, but that is not, I'm not talking about bluff anything, but give them information. All right, so here what happened is, in the shortlisting process, so client felt that your resume should not fit to this position and they have not shortlisted it, or if this interview stage, John, unfortunately things didn't go well this time, and client did not did not select your profile, though they liked you very much, but they have some internal reasons and they did not share that with us, and we are working with them. So here, as soon as I hear any exact reason why they did not hire you, and I'm going to share that with you so that you can improve on that and you can apply that in your next interview. All right, and at the same time, is this okay that if any new positions come up, I will call you once again, because rejections are the part of the interview process. I hope you understand. And thank you very much for being in the process. You are a pretty good candidate, and I definitely wish you that if not from my client, some other client will definitely hire you. And the moment you get a hire, please email me, because I'm the first person who will be happy to see you in a project. This is the way how we should communicate, guys, and this is how I do it. Genuine feeling about somebody's happiness, genuineness about the feeling that if how I express the bad news, you need to have the tactics. And third thing is how you give feedback which will not burn the bridges. You got to focus on three things, and boom. Did I answer your question, Antara? Did I answer your question? Now let's go into Kiran Kumar. When your team is winning, be ready to be tough, because winning can make you soft. On the other hand, when team is losing, stick by them, keep believing. Good one. I can find AI candidates. Ali, I really do not understand what is your question. What is AI candidates? Is that artificial intelligence candidates you are talking about, or what is that, man? I really don't understand. Manjit is asking, can you give us the script how to negotiate the candidates for that? Is I was working the day before yesterday and I had logged the candidate, but his firm was so I logged the candidate 70 USD on UI. What's that? He was firm. I logged the candidate at $70 USD. Okay. So Manjit, when you are negotiating, okay, if the candidate is asking $80 and you are offering $70, and you are thinking that, not you, we are recruiter I'm talking about, right? And here is what happens in negotiation business. If you negotiate too much, you're going to lose the candidate. Simple as that. We may try to keep a lot of money with us, or the companies, they want us to keep a lot of money, we lose the candidates. So do you think as a recruiter, if some other company is offering less money, you are going to join there? Answer to this question. You are working in a company for 10 lakhs and some other company is asking you to join at 7 lakhs. Will you join? We do not. If at all we join at 7 lakhs, we will keep looking for the other positions which can pay more, and we leave this job and we join something else, right? And it is the same with everyone. So now If you have locked the person at $70, then ask the person that, hey, so and so, we are agreed upon $70. And are you going to change this number? Are you going to change your mind once we get the offer? Ask this question. Ask this question. Because I'm submitting your resume at $70, and I want you to be very frank with me that after you get the offer, you're not going to ask me to increase the money. And this is called objection handling technique. And this is the objection you are clearing from the beginning. Dear so and so, we are submitting your resume at $70, and after you get an offer, is your employer is going to come back and ask me for $75? Could you please confirm me? Or you may talk to the vendor guy. Hey, so and so, I'm submitting your candidate $70. And now, don't tell me after we get the offer that your candidate got $80 and you are asking 75. If that is the case, tell me, I'm going to withdraw right now, because I really don't want that kind of fuss happening. Guys, you got to remember that you are authority. You are authority. You have job. There are job seekers. Now you are helping them. You do not surrender, but you take control. Then only things are going to work. Understand your power. Understand what is that you're good at. Understand your values. Then you can able to control all business. All right. Venkatesh, yes, sir. All right, sir. Antara, thanks, sir. Yes, you answered. Thank you very much for the acknowledgement, Antara. Venkatesh, sir, in the interview, will they ask to talk about any topic? Well, if there are so many people, Venkatesh, it's like a GD, right? A group discussion. Maybe they give a topic and they want to talk. We don't know. For senior people, I do not think it happens. Ali, for example, a neural network card designer AI. CAD designer cannot be AI, man, right? Yes, artificial intelligence engineer, neural network. All right. So yes, this is the new technology. It's coming in. So there are high possibilities that you may face getting fake candidates. So you need to go deep and understanding what they were doing actually. What was their software? Whether they used Python, R, or some other language. What motivated them to become that AI person? What is that project? If there is a website, ask them to send the website so that you can look at it and talk to them. What is the highest vision that this product has? What is the biggest problem that they are going to solve through this particular thing? So you have to go some realistic, okay? Then only you will understand whether this person is real or fake. Did I answer your question, Ali? How many rounds will it be in the interview, sir? More 3 minutes, and we are going to cut off at 11:10. Oh, it's already 11:10. Okay, we are at 107. So in 3 minutes, we're gonna cut off, guys. All right, thank you very much, Ali. My pleasure, my pleasure. How many rounds will it be there in the interview, sir? It's maybe 4 or 5 rounds, or maybe 3 rounds. Initial, the recruiter, then the manager, and maybe some account manager, or there's a 3. Then the company owner sometimes talk, and there's a salary negotiation. Okay, at least 3-4 rounds you may expect. If you are going to big company, there would be 4-5. Okay, gotcha, Manjit. Sir, my last question is, what all basic we need to know about particular technologies? Antara, if it is a technology, for example, it's a database, you need to understand what is a database, what sort of roles are associated with the database. Database administrator, database designer, database developer, database architecture. Then go back and understand what can make a database schemas, structures, okay, little bit. Then you will get an overall idea. When you have technology and you understood their responsibilities, developer, administrator, designer, architect, you can go now and understand what administrator does, what an architect does, what a designer does, what a developer does. In this way, you will have a broader knowledge. All right? Good. Did I answer your question? How we can understand US English W2 candidates that fluent is different from our fluency? No, man. It's experience by experience. You understand it, Teja. No need to worry. If you do not understand their English, tell them that, John, don't take me wrong. I'm new to this industry. I'm having a difficulty understanding what you say. Could you please slow down so that I can understand better? Explain them your problem politely and they will understand. All right. Did I answer your question, Teja? Ali, I knew the vision and requirement but couldn't find candidates. That's the problem, guys. So you need to, okay, you understood the vision and everything, then you need to get it. You understand, you need to read and understand the AI resumes. You need to pick the lingos, the languages they talk, then you need to go and look where exactly those people, maybe in LinkedIn or in Monster, Dice, don't use the keywords as is like the technology words. That after you read the resume, right? The way we use Java developer, right? We use like the designer, full stack, or we may use the development or deploy, that sort of word use, right? So you got to understand what is that AI guys talk, how their resume is, and put that in there. All right. Now, guys, stop asking questions, people. Stop asking questions. All right. Then, how we can understand? All right, vision. Can we find the candidates on HP non-stop developer infrastructure operation analyst position? Man, I need to go to the job portal. If there is a requirement, there would be a candidate. So it is our responsibility. Go get the candidate. If there are no candidates, if it is a very niche position, then there are no candidates. Simple as that. Okay, we cannot create someone, right? Venkatesh, thanks for clearing all my doubts, sir. My pleasure. Antara, thank you so much, sir. My pleasure. My pleasure. Ali, thanks. All right, guys. All right. Did you find this whole session useful? Put that in the comment box. Yes, sir. It was useful. Kiran says, thank you so much, clarified all doubts, our doubts. Okay, my pleasure, guys. As long as you are getting value out of it, I don't have any problem, all right? Because I love to interact with you guys and you got to implement that, all right? Anything that you're implementing, tell me so that we can rework on that. Got it? And do share these videos, this channel with other recruiters, guys, and we have to be a pretty stronger community. All right, so if let's say one recruiter has a problem, we should be everyone be there to solve that problem, because this is not one my problem, because tomorrow you may have the same problem. If we all together solve that problem, guess what, we can solve many problems together and we can face this industry as a more happy and very interactive and like, what is that, very interesting, right? When we do not solve problems, we feel this as a fearful industry and work. When we are all together solving this, it's pretty easy thing. All right, Venkatesh, yes. Gulshan, thank you very much. Teja, thank you. Venkatesh, thank you. Antara, thank you very much for staying here for a longer period of time, guys. It's 11:15 and you guys are still here. And I can understand the kind of hunger we have in our recruiters. Yashika, thank you. Venkatesh, all right, I'll try to do more live, Venkatesh. I take your advice. Manjit, it was useful for me. Thank you very much. Adnan, sir, you make a video on strings. Sure, I'll try. Give me more details. What do you mean by string? And if you have not downloaded the free ebook, do download that, Adnan. Manjit, keep coming live, Suman, and clearing out doubts. Yeah, sure, Manjit will do that, right? I think I have read all the comments and thank you very much again. And tomorrow is Monday. Do not keep any burdens and kick your Monday with more energy, guys, more energy, because the way you perceive, that is going to be your reality. Okay. So be grateful for what you have in your life. Thank for everything that you get in your life and be happy with your job, because you are the fortunate that you are still working. You have parents, you have house, you have clothes to wear, you have internet to watch this communication, you have a phone and you have laptop, right? Be grateful, thank God for what you have, and good night.